Hi everyone, I hope you're well. This is CoinsKid. Just going to into XRP. Once again, thank you for support. Okay, big up the CoinsKid crew. So like I've always said to you with XRP, whenever you meet the 1618, want any of your impulsive wave targets, always think about, taking profit at that point. Don't be greedy. Don't sit in your trade, because when it starts to come back, you're losing profit, obviously, and it's a good swinging opportunity to go short or long or whatever. But the 1618 is always a really good target. And you can see that, pretty much XRP ran into that, came back, and it actually broke the high here. And then it's actually started to come in for its retracement right now, looking for the 20 EMA on the weekly time frame. But yet again, we've closed beneath the 10 EMA, and we are having a bit of a correction today across the board for the crypto markets. It's getting quite drastic, but please do check out the Bitcoin video, because I think we're looking at some kind of very similar setup that we did in the A wave last year that was anticipating, and we pulled back, got that little spring, and it was a massive opportunity on Bitcoin. We could be gearing up something very similar, and I say could because anything can happen. You understand that? Okay, so it's what I try to do on the channel. Try to show you optimal trading points with minimal risk right there that you can do on Bybit or BitGet, whatever. Okay, so this was a beautiful little trade, and it was a really fearful. Like I said to you, all you were doing, retracing 702 fib right there. There was some beautiful bids on the 786, start to come back up and broke out them at the 1618. It was around about an 18% pump right there, when it was a really fearful. So let's dive into the charts then. So looking at XRP on the weekly time frame, at the minute it's not looking too clever with this 10 EMA coming down on our head. So we're going to get some kind of reaction here. We got a very volatile week last week. We wicked up into this level of resistance, didn't quite get to the 20. So like I said to you, if we do start to come up and close above that 10 EMA right there, then that would confirm, that you're on the 20. We are looking for that. If we do start to get the confirmation of closing above the 10 EMA, I would say the next level of resistance is a 20, close above a 20, next level of resistance is a 55 all the way up there. Okay, there are still big gaps here in the EMAs, which is not healthy, to be honest with you. You don't usually see massive gaps like that without retracing, so it could indicate that if we was to drop here, it's either one last chance, or it could be a really big indication that XRP and the crypto markets right here are in a bit of turmoil basically, and it is what it is. It's all about support and resistance. So what we're looking to do is hold these lows. We'll come up to resistance, coiling up under resistance and support. Now technically this could start to create a very bearish pattern. Like I said to you, you've potentially got this resistance, support, a high, a lower low basically, and then boom, you're carving out some kind of descending triangle in the support and resistance. Now if we do start to see this play out over the next sort of few weeks here for XRP, where you start to coil up, if you start to lose this support here at the 032 and equally 702 fib right there, if it does start to do that, I would say, okay, well, you've got a descending triangle here, some kind of double M top band, and it would indicate that you're going to come down to these lows down here, this 1 fib, okay, and you're not necessarily looking at a breakout to the upside. So we need to keep an eye on this going forward, because this will be a very tradable event. I think from here to there is your target of a descending triangle, and you can see if you do start to come down and you close on the weekly, you've not done it yet because it's your support, if you close below 3205, I would say you're at least going to come down and put in another impulsive move down to the 1272 at 02612 right there for XRP, and it would indicate that this is not your low. But at that point you're getting really overextended. So is it a case of that's one last sort of dip in the water here, or is it a really big sort of bearish signal that we need to pay attention to, because you're no longer adhering to historical data in the charts holding these lows? And like I said to you, anything can happen. So inside of all this, I will find opportunities for you to trade, go short, go long, and all that. We have just had that beautiful little trade on XRP from the lows right here. So what is XRP doing? Well, the bullish scenario right here is it's still kind of carving out this kind of structural bottom right now. We do need to see closes above resistance, and obviously the loss of support to guarantee downside or upside. So right now, just like we got here on this trade, which is a beautiful trade for us, from here we retraced all the way down to 786 fib, didn't we, to this low. Look at that beautiful level of support. Boom, came all the way down. Personally, I was putting bids on the 702 fib, so I rode that all the way up to the 1618, and this is how you do it. So from 702 fib all the way up to the 1618, this is where I took profit, 03864, took some profit off the table. It was a massive trade all the way from down here on the 702 fib all the way up to the 1618. It was around about 19%, was it 1841? Beautiful opportunity, right? So essentially what we're doing is just doing what we've done before. So we need to look at retracement levels for XRP going forward. Okay, so what we're doing here, let me get rid of that large fib. Okay, so what we're doing here, we've got this level of resistance right now that we're putting, and we're retracing to these lows that we're putting. Okay, so there's your lows, there's your highs, and you're basically carving out what you've done there. So that's your high, that's your low, that's your retracement, and then you broke out 1618. Okay, so if we can hold these lows that we're retracing to right now, the 1 fib, then technically you're coming back retracing to a level of support for the continuation of this trend. So again, personally, I was building positions on the 702 fib. You can see that you've lost that. So what you could be doing right now is relative resistance, and you could have one sort of last leg down here coming all the way down to the 1 fib. Now what I'm going to do here, instead of trying to find bids here, I'm going to wait for some kind of structure to play out, because I think that, you know, this loss here, if we do start to lose this low, you could say, okay, we've got some kind of breakout, retracing. We're no longer retracing. What we've got is something called a reversal wave, and at that point, if we start to lose the 1 fib, we could start to see XRP come all the way down to the 1272 at 03038. Okay, and that would be devastating, obviously, but it would offer an amazing short opportunity on Bybit or BitGet, you know, with a stop loss. If you start to see XRP closing below the 1 fib at 3219, your minimal target for me is around about 5% short up all the way down to the 1272 at 03038, and it could start to carve out a very, very deep retracement to the lows right there. But the thing that we're looking for here is not to close below 03205 on the weekly time frame. Okay, we start to see the loss of that support. For me, you're confirming a descending triangle with a breakdown target all the way down there, and that could actually offer an amazing short opportunity around about 14% bare minimal. If you see the weekly close, it's all about the closes, okay, above support and resistance. I've taught you that. Like I said to you here, the whole way, the 10, the 10, the 10. Close above, fantastic. Close below, it's resistance, and it's coming down on your head. It's making you carve out some kind of double M top pattern here, or some kind of descending triangle. Coil up. If you lose support, you've got to go short. Break resistance, you've got to go long into the 20 EMA right there. So something's going on. We're still potentially carving out, given the wicks here, you see the wicks, we're still potentially carving out this structural high-low situation where we've got, you know, a large ascending triangle over a period of time, which is getting really, really messy and really sort of desperate and confusing. So you understand that update, okay? Stay healthy, stay strong, stay tuned. You know, take care, everyone. Back to another update on XRP.